It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Viking ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now from the 50. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Past the 20. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kyle Rudolph.
Kyle Rudolph.
Minnesota.
50 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Ravens nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And 7.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph hauling that one in from Cousins. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson on the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
At the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Complete to J.K. Dobbins.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 14, Ravens nothing.
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Justin Tucker lining
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
Pass.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
First down, Vikings.
Cousins on first down. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick.
To kick off for Minnesota.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
He'll buy some time right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the gun, here's Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that's gonna be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. B.C. Johnson, 33 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's Dobbins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And he's got it up and through. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
Makes the score Vikings 30, Ravens 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now K.J. Osborne. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
.35 seconds, all that remains in the 1st half as they come up on 1st down. Play fake. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and 5. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And to the 42-yard
tried to.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Cousins. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And got his man complete. And down to the 11. A big play there for Minnesota. 64 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph hauling that one in from Cousins. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
For Minnesota.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friend throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
You just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
6-yard line.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson.
Bring that safety down if we can catch him.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On play action, Cousins. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. To try again after the sack. Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. B.C. Johnson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Ravens 14. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
George Iloka on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up second
Jackson.
and 5 at the Vikings.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Minnesota.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit.
14.
But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like somebody. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you would... yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot. No, okay.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Another run here with Dobbins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Harrison Smith.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back now in Baltimore. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They'll run here with Dobbins. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First down, here's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Steps away to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
At the 44-yard line.
4th down, Cousins. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jackson on first down. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
Jackson's pass.
He'll call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Jackson dancing to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Cousins here to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins. This is caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
At the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Cousins again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Vikings 50.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry